Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Herbert now. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. So
Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On first down, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Murphy trying to pick it up on the ground. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Murphy again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. He finds his man, Sky Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
And it's intercepted. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Murphy running straight ahead. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 66 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 1st down, Justin Herbert Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On second and very short, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On second and 9, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They run with Murphy to begin the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run again here with Murphy. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. On the handoff, it's Murphy. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Fields. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it moves up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Left side to Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
They can't beat us straight up. Here we go.
From the 50, here's Fields. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fields' throw pulled in by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing again is Fields. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards that time. To throw is Fields. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Murphy. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Fields now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wheeler. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll go with Murphy here on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Sky Moore from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys... kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get it inside the 20. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll run again, and this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. On third down, it's Murphy. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to...
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but... Is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. 2
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Again, he finds more. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Going quickly out wide to Moore. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a give here to Murphy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And maybe more